All that action down at Waterfront Park is Brew Fest, and Ron of Cascade Brewing is here. So is Dan of Occidental Brewing. They're going to battle each other, see who brought Mark and Dave the better beer today. And welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
It is a big weekend. We turned Willamette Park into a really fun area, don't we?
Yes, indeed. The 25th year.
25 years of this, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. How many breweries this year? How many beers?
I've heard 82. Is that right, Ron?
Yeah, something over 80.
It goes for the full weekend, so you can do 20 a day and still not do them all. Ron, you brought some beer here. What'd you bring?
Yes, we brought our raspberry wheat. It's made with nearly 2 pounds of raspberries per gallon.
And this is what's great about craft beer in Oregon. You guys are very, very creative. And so what you've managed to do is get us a great beer and include a fruit serving.
It's slightly tart, so it is reminiscent of the actual fruit at its peak of ripeness.
My doctor's going to love this.
It's like the color of a rosé.
But that's kind of the thing right now in brewing, isn't it? People aren't shy of colors. Is that true?
Oh, it is, absolutely. We want to see all of the various hues and richness of all the malts and all of the fruits and the wonderful produce that we have here in the Northwest.
I'm guessing this beer here. What is this called again?
This is the raspberry wheat.
Not to be outdone, Occidental, Dan, you guys are going to be there too. What are you bringing to the party?
We're bringing our Keller beer. Keller beer is basically usually a young and unfiltered and unpasteurized
did you hear that open up? Did you hear the little shh when you open
so it's also a great summer beer.
What do you compare it to?
Our version is basically an unfiltered Pilsner.
Here, let me taste it, and I'll tell you what it compares to.
No offense to Ron here, I've definitely logged a lot of hours on his bar stools. But our joke at Occidental is that we make beer flavored beer. So we leave the experimentation to folks like Ron. And again, don't get me wrong, I love his beer. I spent a lot of time in there. But we're more traditionalists.
Well, all right. And I see you only poured one glass. Keep it going.
This has a Bavarian texture, a Bavarian taste to it.
Oh, really? What else do you taste in there, my friend?
I taste the Black Forest. I think the hops, are they Oregon
these are actually German hops. These are Tettnanger hops that you're tasting in there.
Is this with a Bedvar yeast?
It is.
No, I thought so. I thought I tasted that.
Stop it. Stop it. It's always the last weekend in July, so Waterfront Park is just filled with a lot of people. What's the protocol? Do they bring their own cups, or what happens?
Oh, no. You come through the door, you get a wristband, and then you get a mug. Mug and tokens. And then if you come back every day subsequent to that, you can use the same mug.
That's right. It's free to get in, as I understand it. You just buy the mug and you're good to go, right?
That's right.
Guys, you brought by 2 great beers. We've got 78 more to go before we can say that we've experienced it all. We'll get down to this weekend through Sunday, Waterfront Park.
Sounds great. Thanks. Hope to see you there.
Ron and Dan, Cascade Brewing and Occidental Brewing, thanks for being on with Mark and Dave. You can leave the jugs of beer right here. I'm sure.
I love what they're called, by the way, growlers.
Growlers. Why is that?
Because when they try to take them,
people growl. I get it. All right. In a few minutes, we're going to get an update from London, the Olympic opening ceremonies tonight. By the way, on our Facebook page, we're asking you, make sure you get over there and answer, because they're 8 hours ahead of us.
Right.
So by noon every day, by noon our time, a lot of these events are going to be, we're going to know who's won or lost.
That's right.
Now, should we be keeping that a secret from you, or should we be sharing with you some of the highlights, some of the big wins, Michael Phelps and some of and Mario Zagunis? Should we be telling you what's going on?
What happened? So we have that choice. We have that option. And we will lead with the Will of the Cult on our Facebook page. So check it out. You can find, by the way, a link to our Facebook by going to 1190kex.com and then click on the Mark and Dave page.
Yeah, so far, most of the cult members are saying they want to know.
Are you just giddy and all aflutter about the Olympics, buddy?
I look forward to some of the events.
Really?
I think it builds as it goes. It gets better as the games go on. And by the last day, when USA basketball plays, it's a very, very big
How long does it last?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
For the next 2 weeks, my friend.
All right.
You're not. You don't sound like the guy who's going to be watching this. I'm sorry.
I'm not that into the Olympics, but I appreciate it. Yes, I do.
This is all from the last guy along the fence. You were picked last.
Oh, buddy, I wish that were true. I wish that were true. I wasn't even told where the meeting was going to be.
Now, if you were in London, there are 6 items you cannot take with you to any of the venues.
6 things that are forbidden.
Forbidden.
6 things you can, and we have the list right here.
Number 1, oversized hats. Can't take those in.
Yeah, no.
And that's a British thing. So it's an insult to the British.
They like tiny hats, don't they?
They do like huge hats.
It takes away from their teeth.
Number 2, excessive amounts of food.
Yeah, well.
Because they're afraid you'll stick something in the food, a bomb or something like that.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. Or a device, that you'll smuggle something
They
in.
also know that it being Great Britain, nobody ever has an excessive amount of that food.
Bangers. Number 3,
Oh,
large
is that a forbidden item? Or I gotcha.
large golf-style umbrellas. Can't take those.
Yeah, well,
in
that
there.
just blocks people's view.
Yeah, but it's
right?
raining a lot there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Because it's summertime.
Americans love the golf-style umbrellas. I think we invented them
Yeah.
because we like things big.
Yeah.
You know, that's just kind of our way. Number 4, balls, rackets, frisbees, or similar objects.
Because they don't want
take a
to throw
frisbee.
things.
Yeah,
sure.
throw things.
Yeah.
Here's the one I really appreciate: noisemakers.
They're banned this year, right?
Vuvuzelas. Remember the vuvuzelas from
Yes, I
4
do.
years ago?
Yeah.
And that's all
They're
you
out.
heard during television. I can't really recreate it, and now I'm embarrassed that I tried.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that's by the way, the same sound he makes late mancation.
Flags of countries not participating in the game.
Who's not participating?
Well,
I thought most everybody was.
I am.
How would you know if you were in the stands and somebody had a flag and it was from Gewürztraminer? Would you know that Gewürztraminer wasn't?
Hey, look, that's Borat.